Alicia Kawia Teca. She's a vice president of the Waorani nationality from Ecuador.
Mejor mundo Waorani, libre.
The Waorani people lived in a better way in the past. Our water, our environment was clean. Now, with the oil companies that are working in our areas, they have ruined everything. They have polluted the rivers. The children's skins are affected. They have different skin diseases. We cannot fish like we used to in the past in the rivers. We ate healthy fish, and now the fish is polluted. We just have a little bit of territory left for the future generations to not suffer the way we have. We have to continue fighting for those territories. That is the only thing we have left. If we didn't fight, if we don't fight for our territory like our ancestors did, then we wouldn't be here speaking at this meeting.
Tantu Cardinal, Native Canadian from the tar sands region of Canada.
The government knew what was under the land in 1860. They knew that oil was there in 1860. So they took their time, and it was a long, long process. A part of that process, and this is not just for the tar sands, but for all resources for taking us off the land, is that the children were taken away. And it was the law. If you didn't give your children up, then you could go to jail, and your kids would be taken anyways. Some people hid their children. So our ways, our traditions were kept underground in secret. So for generations, our language was outlawed. Our songs were outlawed. Our way of relationship with Creator, with creative force, was outlawed. Our names were taken away.
Ai me tua se me tua se wareng ahau pe wanu pe hey hey hey. Uma saudação inicial na língua do meu povo que significa feliz por estarmos juntos.
So this is a traditional song from my people. And it's basically saying we're happy to be together.
Eu sou Sônia Guajajara, né, do estado do Maranhão, que é uma região que está na região amazônica do Brasil.
And my name is Sônia Guajajara, and my people are from the state of Maranhão, which is in the Amazon in Brazil.
E eu trago aqui
and I'm here to bring the voice of indigenous women, in particular of Brazil, those who couldn't be here with us, and all of them who would say the same thing so that we could unite our voices.
Porque lamentavelmente muitos de nossos povos,
because the reality is that in many of the organizations there's not a space for women and indigenous women to participate.
De líder dentro do seu povo.
And so many times they feel suffocated for the words that they cannot say.
Casey Camp Hornick, she's from the Ponca Nation in Turtle Island, or the United States of America.
We're living in a very destructive area where I am. We have ConocoPhillips, we have fracking, we have earthquakes as a result of that fracking. We have fish kills, we have cancer rates that are astronomical at this time. We have literal killings. They may not be coming after us with their bayonets and their rifles, but they're coming at us with nuclear waste. They're coming at us with fracking. They're coming at us with pipelines that are carrying that filth from the tar sands where they're killing my relatives up there. And they're bringing it to you.
Nina Gualinga, and she is a Quechua youth leader from the Sariaco people.
I grew up in a beautiful place in the rainforest of Ecuador, in Sarayaco. I don't have words to describe my childhood, but it was beautiful. I cannot ask for anything else. When I was about 7 years old, maybe 8, this representative of an oil company called CGC came to Sarayaku. It was an Argentinian oil company. And I did not speak Spanish, but I saw that my elders, my mother, and all the people in Sarayaku were worried, and there was tension. I did not know what was going on, and I asked my mother, what is going on? Because everyone had gathered in this place we call Plaza to talk about what was happening. And all the children were playing outside, but I sat down beside my mother, and I asked her to translate for me. That was the first time I feared for that my land and the life that I knew was going to be destroyed.
Patricia Gualinga. She is an indigenous Quechua leader from the Sarayaku people in Ecuador.
La destrucción de la naturaleza.
The destruction of nature is the destruction of our own energy and of our own existence here on Earth. And the destruction of our spaces is the destruction of the indigenous populations. And even though you might not believe this, this is your destruction.